What's going on, guys? It's your boy Sydney here with you this morning, and as you can hear, I am a little bit sick. Although I'm still heading to work, I'm still busting hard, making it work like a man does. But I know you guys, most of you guys probably know Big John from MGTOW Freedom, who's now the Society for Men's Freedom. Go and check him out on Patreon. As he doesn't have a public YouTube channel, so you can still link back to it in the way that I was maybe thinking of doing things. But anyway, long story short, what's going on, Underdog? How you doing, buddy? I was watching his video this morning or last night. I got it sent to me in one of my comments about a lady that called into the Kyle and Jackie O show. For those of you guys who know Kyle and Jackie O, they are on a radio station in Sydney. It's a fairly big talk show, and they got a call from a lady who was saying, well, you know, I'm repulsed by this guy, you know, I don't, just him touching me makes me just, all, you know, just, she just felt yuck at the thought of him touching her, right? They've been married for 8 years, they've got kids. And she said, well, I want to leave, but I also need some financial support. And he always says that I'd be nothing without him. And without any further information, just purely based on those two little snippets of information alone, I would say that he's probably right. I mean, if she's saying, oh, I need to stay with this guy that repulses me because I need his financial support, then you are nothing without him. Unbelievable. And it got me thinking, right? Because I always constantly thinking, and you know, my mind's always ticking over on stuff. And it got me thinking, and I thought, okay, well, you know, I know the child support laws, and of course, you had the feminists and the blue pill cucktards calling in and saying, oh, you know, he has to pay child support. You know, don't worry, you're not going to go without. Just unbelievable, you know, this is the people that are encouraging this fatherless society that's destroying children, that's destroying the moral foundation of society. And you know, I'm not trying to sound all high and mighty here, right? I'm not going to be like, oh, I've got the moral high ground and you guys are wrong. No. I know, like, it's been proven time and time again. I know people. The studies have been done, right? The psychological data is in, guys. Kids without fathers in their lives are worse off, period. Just incredible that society continues to perpetuate that single motherhood is all good, no problem. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Just leave him, you'll get money. And then I got to thinking, right? Because as I said, I think a lot. And I got to thinking, okay, well, you know, if this is going to continue, then they need to make child support laws fairer. And I've been thinking this for a long time, obviously, but this particular thing was like, got it ticking over my head again. And I said, okay, well, child support laws don't need to get fairer. How are we going to do that? Who's going to be the person that that takes that step? You know, who's going to be that politician that bites the bullet and you know, creates a situation where men can have a basic living standard that's not below the poverty line when they're paying child support and working their ass off, you know? Wait, what's going on with Dynamite Rabbit? Just said something here. Dynamite Rabbit, I don't know where this started from, but it says, now her and her daughter risk living out of their car. The daughter is 13 and doesn't need this kind of shit. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, to get back to my point, I thought, okay, well, if we're gonna make child support laws fairer, so that there's actually a reasonable portion of a man's salary left in order to be able to give him some sort of basic humanitarian standard of living, then it means that less money needs to go to women, right? It means less money needs to go to the person that's got the child, which is almost always the woman. And when less money goes to the woman from the man, then they're going to screech and scream that they don't have enough money. So now who has to pay? Big Daddy Tyrone. Where's Big Daddy Tyrone going to get the money from? Well, that's a great question. Where is he going to get the money from? He's going to get it from men like us. And he has to get it from men like us to give to people to buy the votes. Right? Our government is so corrupt in Australia. The Liberal Party, the Greens, the Labor Party, all fucked. Vote for anyone but them in the next federal election, please, guys. Because these are the three parties that are destroying Australia. Right? The current Liberal Prime Minister is calls himself a feminist. He says, "Oh, I would call myself a feminist. Women hold up half the sky." Yeah, well, guess we built the sky. That's what I thought. Fucking unreal, man. So, none of these political parties want to reduce welfare to women or cut or make child support fairer for men, because women are the louder half of the population, right? And they're the ones that are going to screech to the high heavens instead of saying, "Oh, our handouts are going to get cut, right? We're going to have less money to waste on shit that we don't need, right? And we're also going to have a tighter budget on which to raise our kids. Let's look at ways in which we can, we can minimize unnecessary expenses. Let's look at ways in which we can become more efficient in our spending." Oh, no. We can't actually self-reflect and think about how we're going to make things work. We have to screech and scream and get, misogynists! Oh, you hate women! Oh, you're just trying to take all this money away from women! You're trying to put women on the street! And you're not trying to put men on, and the same token, you're not giving a shit about men, right? And I love how feminists always play this, "Oh, it's all about the men, it's all about the men, whenever there's a woman's issue, it's all about the men." It's like, well, they've been indoctrinated to think that they've got all these issues that they don't compared to us, right? Women have got a sweet deal in Western society compared to dudes. I'm telling you, man. Like, I know this girl, she was horny the other night, so she went on Tinder. She's not even that great looking. Went on Tinder, got laid by a hot dude. All right? It's like, well, guys don't have that luxury unless the chick is an absolute slapper. Right? Or unless they're an absolute weapon and they're super attractive, which is, 1 out of 10 guys, if you ask women. And right, and they're the gatekeepers, so they're the ones that make the decisions on that. And the government knows that if they don't give more to women, or they give any less than what they're currently giving, then they're going to collapse, because they're spending so much money, right? They're paying all this extra money into the military to help with women's fertility services, right? They're doing all this advertisement. They're donating to White Ribbon. They're giving all this money to White Ribbon, who's a men's violence against women preventative association, apparently, when they're just misandrists. It gives all this money to White Ribbon, all this money to all of these domestic violence organizations that are just a bunch of feminists demonizing men. Give all this money to single mothers who go out and have babies without a father around by choice, or who just fuck a dude that they want to have sex with, but they would never have around as a father, right? Right? They're choosing the wrong men, but of course the wrong men are attractive to them. The right men, the men who will be good and loyal and look after them and provide for them. Well, typically speaking, those aren't the ones that make women want to rip their panties off and spread their legs. Exactly, Hogan MGTOW by multiple scumbags. That's right. Right, and I had someone say to me in one of my comments, I can't remember which video it was, but it was in one of my recent videos, a woman commented and goes, oh, well, you know, us women don't want you 22-year-old, bald, fat, lazy, you know, losers. We don't want you guys. And I said, well, good, because we men don't want you fat, lazy, bald, 22-year-old single mothers with 3 kids either. You know, also losers. And we could agree on that point about attraction. But entitlement doesn't have any consideration for biological attraction. Entitlement doesn't bring that into the equation. Entitlement just says, I deserve this because. Right? Just absolutely incredible. So basically, guys, if the government grants less money to women from the man's pocket, then they'll screech and scream, make the government out to be the bad guys. They don't get voted in, and then the next government is going to go, oh, look at that bad, mean old government that you voted out. You know, you were right to vote them out. Don't worry, we'll give you money. We'll give you money. We're going to prove that we were the right choice for you because we care about you and they don't. It's all a political power play, guys. And it's also an empathetic move from those who don't see what's actually really going on with men, right? And how destroying men is destroying society. It's all a political power play, guys. And these people that don't realize what's going on, they'll only realize when society completely crumbled. They'll only realize when everything's finished. Because when you have a completely socialist country that's run by women, you get Sweden. When you have a completely socialist country that's run by women, you get a bankrupt country like Greece that then becomes the bitch of other countries that have a lot of cash. And guess who the countries with a lot of cash are, guys? China. Right? It's funny, isn't it, how the world goes round? How all these things fall together. Smash that thumbs up, guys. Come on, man. There's 28 of you in here. Don't tell me only 10 of you like this content. Don't tell me this only resonates with 10 of you. Hit that button. You know you want to. And while we're on the topic of thumbs up and whatnot, guys, I know that only half of you are subscribers of mine, so hit that subscribe button and hit the bell below. All right, make sure you get my daily content so you know what's up. So that's all. Look, I got to bounce in a second. I'm gonna go make my coffee before we start. But it's really good to see you guys. I appreciate all of you, and you know, I want you to any of you who really love to think and love to get analytical. I really want you to think about what it is that causes things, right? Like, dig deep, look into it, and just really analyze and follow the paper trail, right? Follow the steps, follow the train of thought, right? Understand what's really going on and see how everything works. Because when you actually understand how deeply the government needs the vote from those who get handouts, when you understand how economically devastated the government will be if it doesn't get all this money from men, and that's why you should go MGTOW, guys, by the way. You know, when you really, truly understand what's going on in this country and how it's a no-win game for men, right? Because the government is not going to shoot themselves in the foot by getting rid of their loudest and most high-pitched screeching voters. Because the thing is, right, I mean, you've seen the social... Women dominate the media now. Whoa, sorry if that was upside down, I apologize. Women dominate the media now. Right? Australia's government relies on the welfare vote. Exactly right, God botherer. That's why people on welfare shouldn't be allowed to vote. Totally, totally agree with you. Totally agree. Right? If you're on welfare, you shouldn't get a vote. Because we know you're going to vote for whoever's going to give you money, free money. For what? For nothing. That's right. Just incredible. I think that the vote should only be given... Oh, no, Paul Slack. Sydney and Melbourne are both falling already to feminist scorn. It's already happening. But yeah, 100%. Look, totally agree with you that that if you don't contribute financially to the country, you shouldn't get a vote. Because you're just a fucking sponge and you're only going to vote for the people that give you handouts, that give you shit for free. Alright, the people who just want everything handed to them on a silver platter. Man, I need to lose even more weight. I'm down to 85 kilos and I need to get rid of this. Shit, man. Let me just put this kettle on while I chat away to you guys. Oh shit, it's 1.5 liters already. I don't even need to put water in. I'm just gonna hit the button. So, I don't know where to from here, guys. Okay, when I do my taxes this year, I'm going to make a photo. Obviously, I'll blank out my stuff, but they actually show a circular pie chart on the Australian government. They call it a payment. I think it's a payment summary, whatever it is. But it basically shows you what percentage of overall government spending goes to what, and the biggest chunk of spending, massive. Hang on, I'm gonna go to the door. Hopefully the buffering's not so bad. The biggest chunk of spending, guys, making sure I don't dox myself here, biggest chunk of spending goes towards welfare, goes towards handouts for the unemployed and women, which, you know, if we're talking proportionally, women probably make up the majority of unemployed, although that's going to change as women become more and more educated in gender studies degrees, which is basically feminist studies, as we know. Alright, guys. Oh, hang on. Is this kettle going? What's going on with the kettle? What is going on? Is this working here? Give me a sec, guys. Oh, I think it was already boiled. That's kind of cool. Means I don't have to wait. Alright, guys. Anyway, I'm going to bounce for now. But if you do want to donate, patreon.com/sydneymgtow. You can donate in the super chat. Go back through the comments and check them out if you're watching this for the first time. It's always good to see you guys. I appreciate you all. And you know what? I don't care if this country, I don't care anymore if this country falls and becomes an Islamic state. Because then men will at least not be completely subjugated by women. I'm just, like, I don't care anymore. I'm actually fucking done. Because Islam, bringing Islam... Sorry, guys. In my view, Australia coming under Islamic rule is the only way to rid the country of the scourge of feminism, honestly. I know that's a terrible thing to say, but that's just where I see things going, guys. So, I don't know. The world is in very dark times at the moment, and it is just merely a waiting game. There are people like myself that are pushing and pushing and pushing on the low, outside of the public eye, to have things fixed, to have laws changed, you know, putting the voice of you guys out there to make things fair. I was going to say, speaking of which, time for me to make a coffee, but that makes no sense. But guys, please donate if you feel like you would like to. The details are in the description below. And please, if you are in Sydney, come down and see me tomorrow night 7:30 p.m. at 10 Shepherd Street, Chippendale. Stand-up men's event, The Art of Solo Travel, How to Be a Man, What Your Father Never Taught You. All right, I want to see you guys there. It will be an amazing night. You'll get a copy of one of his ebooks. You will also get a free coffee, cake, and tea, and lots and lots of sage advice and red pills. All right, guys, I'm going to bounce for now, but it's good to see you all, and I look forward to catching you tomorrow. Peace.